What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Anastasia, and this is another episode here on Chef Chronicles. I just got back inside the house and I decided to come on and show you guys how to make something. So let me go ahead and take off my jacket and we're gonna continue this. As I stated, as a chef, whether you're a home cook or you're a chef transitioning to being like the professional chef, there are different qualities, well, more of elements that make up a whole chef when you come, besides the creativity. So it's also about proper time management and knowing what to do first when you are making something to complete it before you are serving it out to the public, right? So today's episode is based off pastry cream. So pastry cream is something that is used both in multiple uses. It's used a lot in a lot of pastries and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you guys how to make some homemade pastry cream at home today, but we're also going to use it for something else. So to make some homemade pastry cream, you're going to need some techniques. You're going to also need some ingredients, of course. So the very first thing that we are going to use to make our pastry cream is some whole milk. In this bowl here, I definitely have 2 cups of whole milk sitting here and ready to go. And then I have some sugar. Now my sugar, I definitely divided it up. So in this one, I have 4 tablespoons of sugar, and in another one, I have also 4 tablespoons of sugar. 1 whole tablespoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of some unsalted butter, 3 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, and last but not least, 5 tablespoons of some cornstarch. So now that we have our ingredients, I'm going to show you guys how to make the pastry cream. So the very first thing that you're going to do is take half of your sugar and your milk, and you're going to bring it up to a scald. In a pot on medium heat, you're going to go ahead and pour in your milk and also your sugar. You want to give this a whisk so that way the sugar is not sitting there on the bottom. And like I said, we're just going to bring this up to a scald, which is basically not boiling, but hot enough. Okay, so while our milk is coming to a scald, we're going to go ahead and take the other half of our sugar and our cornstarch and combine it inside of this bowl. Okay, so now that our sugar and our cornstarch is fully combined, we're going to go ahead and take our whole eggs and our egg yolks and mix that as well into it. Now that we added our egg yolks and our whole egg, we're just going to whisk it until it's fully combined with the sugar and cornstarch. Okay, so you see our milk has come up to a beautiful scald that's nice and hot. So what we're going to do is a technique we use inside any kitchen, whether you're a pastry chef or a cook. You're going to temper your eggs at a slow pour. So as I said, you're going to take your tempered milk, your tempered scalded milk, and you're tempering the egg, but you're just pouring in the milk slowly and whisking at the same time. So you will have to use both of your hands. And the thing about it is you don't want to pour all the milk in there, is because if you pour all the milk in there, you definitely will scramble the eggs, and we want to avoid that. So slow stream until all the milk is added. Now there are many people that would just like to just do half the milk. Some people like to do all the milk, but for right now, I'm doing all the milk for you guys. So now that all our milk is definitely added into our eggs and our eggs are now completely tempered, what we're going to do is, using that same pot that had our milk, you can wash it out if you want, but if you want not to, you can just go ahead and take your tempered egg mixture and pour it back into that pot, and we're going to go back on the stove and cook our mixture. Okay, so you see I'm adding it back in. Now, once you add it back into the pot, this part is really crucial. You definitely want to use a whisk if you want, or you can use a spatula if you want. And you want to continue whisking this until this mixture becomes this thick consistency. It will definitely allow, with the heat and everything, the cornstarch to thicken. So one thing that you can notice when it does happen is, you know, if you're using a spatula, the little trick that I showed you guys with, you know, when you wipe the hand and it leaves a trail, that is a good indication. Once it gets thick, you are going to remove it off the heat. It could take anywhere between 4 to 8 minutes depending on how your heat is, but I recommend do not do it any higher than medium heat. So you're starting to notice it's only been like 2 minutes and I'm still whisking it so that way it doesn't burn or scorch on the bottom. But you'll start to notice a difference in 2 minutes. See? So now that it's thick like this, we're going to go ahead and remove it off the heat. So now that it's really nice and thick, we're going to go ahead and add in our butter and our vanilla extract. And FYI, it, like I said, 4 to 8 minutes. Everybody's stove is different. Mine took a total of 6 minutes to get this nice thick consistency, and this is what you want to look for. Like I said, when you add in the butter, you definitely want to add it in this time because the hot mixture with the butter will definitely help it to melt. So once the butter is completely melted inside here and your vanilla extract is completely in here and mixed and combined, you are going to go ahead and take your mixture and put it in a nice little container, which I'll show you in a few minutes, and you're going to cover it with some plastic wrap. I recommend using a nice plastic container or whatever you have for it, but use what you have. There's no need to run to the store. So as you see, I'm pouring the mixture in there. Get all that beautiful, wonderful pastry cream that you just made at home today. Okay, you could use a spatula if you want, but I'm just using what I have so I can limit dishes. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to take a nice spatula. If you use a spatula, you can. And forgive me for dropping my forgive me for dropping my whisk earlier, but yeah. So the butter definitely adds that smoothness there, and the vanilla extract is to give it a flavor. You could definitely change the extract to something else like almond if you want. Depends on what you are making, but we are making basic vanilla pastry cream today. So you're just going to spread it all out so that it's nice and even all the way to the corners, and then we're going to go ahead and take our wonderful, delicious pastry cream with some plastic wrap on it, and we're going to just basically take the plastic wrap and cover it, and we're going to basically press it. When you put plastic wrap on, just like any other things that I have showed you, like pastry cream for this video's purposes today, it prevents that skin from foaming. So definitely put that plastic wrap on there. And we're going to go ahead and set this in the fridge for a minimum of 2 hours, or you can do overnight. So this is one thing that I said is really crucial, is when you are making something and thinking of things like pastry cream and things that need time to chill, like chocolate mousse, for example, you would definitely want to go ahead and get that ready and prepared so you don't have to sit here and wait. Okay. So now, chill it in the fridge. Okay, so I took it out after the 2 hours and I wanted to show you guys, but you could definitely leave it overnight or prepare it ahead of time and make it overnight. But this is what it looks like when it is set. You can go ahead and keep it in the fridge for anywhere between 5 to 7 days. You want to always keep the plastic wrap on it until you finish using it. And as I said, pastry cream is used in many things. You could definitely use it for fruit tarts, which some people love to have in the summertime. You could use it to fill in some things like pastries or cakes or anything that you want. You can also get creative with it. So when you know the basics of certain things, that is where you can grow and you can create with your mind with whatever it is you choose. So I hope you guys like this episode. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.